So I like buying pre-rolls, but it's something about still, looking out for the little guy. Small business,
That's your mom
small
and pop.
businesses like your mom and pop shop.
Small business.
Every now and then
Like,
I go find my little corner
I
boy
came from
in
a
the
mom
hood.
and pop. I gotta
you know?
support them.
And I'm like, listen, let
They
me get
have a
it. Let
place
me get
in
a
my
little
heart.
eighth.
Sure, the customer service is worse.
Yeah, of course. Sure, you may not know what you're actually getting.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, the product
Sure,
is
it
not
might
to
be
snuff.
laced.
Sure, it might be
Yeah.
laced.
Well,
Sure, there's
But you're
fentanyl, but
supporting.
look, you're supporting.
It's all about local business. It's
yes,
hard. It's hard.
Support your local businesses.
Yes.
Welcome to Wolf Family Therapy. The doctors today are Jamie and Tyler, and the appointment will start briefly. Thank you for patiently waiting. The brothers will see you now.
Family. That's funny.
So TaTa, thanks for coming to our mom's basement to record this today.
It's a very fitting place to have this.
Yeah, it is.
podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the trash in the back
Yeah, you
over
can
there.
see how that
I don't
she's
know if
a
you looked
hoarder.
at that TaTa, but that
You
is
can see
wow.
that she hoards broken chairs.
yeah.
I was telling Jamie this is my first time in a basement with two white men alone.
Okay.
So,
Normally you have a supervisor.
yeah, normally there's like a third person there or another person
Yeah.
or, not saying I just be having gangbangs or anything,
Yeah.
but
This is just the first
This
time
is like-
someone's not holding the camera.
Exactly, right.
Yes, on a tripod.
They think it's a podcast.
Stay tuned. You're gonna have to pay the paywall in a few minutes, but
Onlyfans.com/2 white guys in a basement. No, but thank you for coming for real.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
no
appreciate
problem.
that.
Thanks for having me.
We just got a little bit of your childhood growing up before we got on mic.
Yeah,
My
we
shit
thought
was crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, really.
we thought we
crazy.
came from a big family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had 4 siblings and
4
3
siblings.
step siblings.
Yeah.
Wow.
But-
So was it like seventh heaven in your house?
Yeah.
Because when
It was more like seventh hell. But,
Yeah. It was for like 7th
Oh,
hell. Yeah,
man.
it was tough.
but how many siblings did you have again? I think I misheard the number.
20. My dad has about 20 children.
Wow.
And it's still because it could be right under or right over.
Once you get up to
You don't
20,
even
you
know-
can't.
Yeah, like we was
can't
like once we got past the 10th kid, everybody stopped counting.
And where are you in the 20?
Oh.
I know as far as when they're born, it's hard to place it now, but I know I'm the second born,
Oh.
third child.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow. So
Second girl. I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
Second
Girl, third child.
Wow. So you were one of the first.
Yeah, I was the first on the scene. Yeah.
Do you
Oh my
know
God.
how young the youngest is right now?
Oh, my little brother in Jamaica actually, he just turned 7.
7. Whoa. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a pretty
Yeah, he
big-
was still
there's a
busting them
pretty
out.
big- Yeah.
He was still busting. Actually, it's crazy. My dad passed away, and my little brother was like 2 when he passed away. So he's like, look after him. I'm like, I guess so. I have to now.
Oh my.
and you had a good relationship with your father.
Yeah, I did for the most part.
Yeah.
I was one of the favorites. Yeah.
I guess that's what happens when you're one of the first.
Yeah,
right?
like, because you can remember those,
Once you get
After
to
that, it was just like, oh, yeah.
Our mom confuses our names sometimes.
I know.
I can't imagine.
Not sometimes,
She'll
most
say
of the time.
Tyler, and then she'll say Reese, which is my other brother's name, and then she'll say Jamie when she's talking to me. It would be tough if you're the 17th child for
Yeah.
him to go through 17 names.
Yeah,
just to
everybody got
get there.
numbers at that point.
She would sometimes throw in our uncles' names. We're just like, how does that even apply to right now? But
Yeah.
I think at
Yeah.
a certain point, if you have that many kids, you should just start naming them the number that they were. Hey,
Right.
18, get in here. We gotta talk about your homework right now.
18, get it.
Yeah.
Remember the movies like Cheaper by the Dozen?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You
movies
actually
like
live that.
No, I wish it was like that. We weren't healthy enough for even that, but that would have been nice to have
Yeah.
everybody in the same house at the same exact time. That would have been an
Yeah.
experience, but I like to imagine it when we get together for family functions
Yes.
because everybody, comes together. It's at
Whoa.
least 10, 12 kids running around. That's pretty
That's
cool.
wild.
Yeah.
That is
Wait, so how many
crazy.
lived in your home? How many
So
of these
my mother
kids?
only has 2.
Okay.
He had a lot of baby mamas, so it was like 2 kids.
Yeah,
per
I was gonna
mom.
say-
one baby mama with 20
Yeah,
kids.
no.
That would be rough.
Yeah.
It was
Unreal.
like it beginning to sound like math. It was like 2 kids per baby mom.
Okay.
Some had one-offs. Like
Whoa.
it was mainly like that. No one had 3, so he always stopped at
No
2.
one had 3.
Wow.
I have nobody
He
had
had a
3. but-
limit.
Yeah, it was like
my.
you get 2 kids. You get 2 kids.
He had restraint in the weirdest way possible.
Yeah.
Oh, I've already had 2 kids with you. I'm sorry, we're done. Anyway, I'm gonna go hang out with her now.
This is moving a little fast.
We're on our third. No,
We're already on our third.
Yeah.
This really.
Exactly. But
Wow.
yeah. What was your question? Because I got lost in what you said.
I don't even know.
You were talking about cheaper by the dozen.
Oh yeah, cheaper
Yeah.
by the dozen. It was like that barbecues and family functions and holidays.
So everyone does get together at holidays?
Yeah. Especially with that, my father's, children. We make sure we come together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or
So-
his sisters
yeah.
make sure we
Yeah.
came together growing up.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, you asked me how many were in the house at a time.
Yeah.
Well, my sister and I, it's two of us to our mom, like
Right.
the rest. So for the beginning of my life, it was us two, and Dad would pick us up with the gang. Okay, so it's me and my sister together
What
in the
car
house.
did he drive? Or what
drove
bus did
a-
he drive?
Oh, yeah.
He always had a truck. I remember specifically a Pathfinder though.
Yeah, just line the fucking
Yeah,
back.
I remember
Yeah.
green. Yeah, exactly. You just put certain seats down. We all could fit up in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. 10 kids.
Yeah. So like in my house initially too, my one other sibling, and then we ride with the gang when it's time to get picked up by Dad.
When you were a kid, did you, because like our childhood was very odd, but in retrospect, like we didn't know it was strange.
No.
Like we thought everyone.
We thought it was universal.
Everyone else live like this.
Yeah, with divorced parents,
Yeah.
one of them hordes and like
Yeah.
they don't clean up the cat shit.
Yeah.
Like we
Okay.
were like, this is normal. But
I think we
did
knew
you-
cat shit in the house permanently wasn't normal.
yeah, we,
We
might
thought
have
that
known.
was a little
we
weird.
might have known that. Yeah,
We're
yeah,
like,
that's a
everyone's
little-
got cat shit in the house.
We go over. Where's all your cat
Yeah.
shit?
When we start doing stand up. So when you step in the cat shit in your house and everyone's
Oh
like, what?
man, and it's
Trying to do
everywhere.
relatable. So we growing up, we didn't think that. Well, maybe that, but most of it we didn't think
most
was
of it,
weird.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was pretty normal for
Yeah.
parents not to be together
Yes.
because I saw it so much.
Yeah.
Like I come from a very unmarried community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's switching up nowadays. Everybody's getting married or divorced. But like it was, I thought everybody else was living like this too. I thought
Right.
only
Yeah.
a select few had mom and dad, like their biological parents at home. I thought only
Yeah.
a select few kids like had that.
Were they the weirdos in your school?
To me, that
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You
Your
start
parents are
making fun of
together?
them. Yeah, you start making fun of
Oh,
them for
that
that.
is crazy.
That's
They always
so
were so much
weird.
more calm too. Like namaste. Like they were always much more
yeah.
together.
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed the kid?
If you know,
There can be less
I
chaos.
definitely noticed that.
Yeah.
I wonder, when we were growing up, it was like half and half, probably divorced parents, and
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
our generation,
That's pretty steep.
people from
Yeah.
our generation, like just divorce was so prevalent. It was so normal.
Yeah, like growing up in the 2000s.
It used to be
Yeah.
forbidden before, way before. I
yeah.
like,
Exactly.
It was like,
I mean, our
divorce?
Yeah.
grandparents to this day, they live a few blocks from here.
They hate each other.
They say that out loud.
Hate
My
each
grandma will
other.
be like, I can't believe I'm still married to him. It's
Yeah.
like, you don't have to be.
You know,
Oh
but they
my
think like you
God.
do.
I mean,
Like, you-
certainly now she does. She's 91 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
She can't
Oh
really.
yeah, where's she
jump
gonna
ship.
go? Come on,
Where's she
right?
gonna go?
She's like, oh, they're gonna
I mean,
come
she could
crawling.
give it a try.
They've been waiting for this moment.
There is a comic in New York whose grandma's like 85.
and still fucking.
She divorced her husband of like 50 years 2 years ago and is still fucking. She has like a 20-year-old younger boyfriend. He's like 65.
What?
Oh my god,
That's insane.
I can't say the
Yeah.
name of the comic,
Yeah.
but it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
That
no,
is
I've
wild.
worked on a project where I got to speak to some women who are up there in dating.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say up there, I'm like 80s.
Wow.
Dating.
Still getting it?
Still getting
That's
it.
Still getting.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
I mean,
like,
it's
it can
just
still
it's just
happen, yeah.
elastic, At the end of the day,
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I was thinking from my
You know,
perspective.
you
but
take the face away from it. You know,
might not be as enjoyable as a man. Yeah.
or the wrinkles. You just stretch it. Now it's awkward. Sorry, we're not talking about grandma's vaginas.
No.
I didn't mean to take us there.
We got there quick
It
too.
felt like you
We
meant
got
to
there.
also.
No, I
Quick.
just one thing led to another.
Yeah. Whoa.
But back to children, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, our childhoods.
Yeah.
No, it was like we totally did. I don't know if I thought it was weird or not, but certainly to me, when they got divorced, I hadn't expected that at all, and it became very weird our lives when we were like in different houses, and we thought that was like I didn't think that was normal, but there were elements of them like. Yeah, everyone does their parents' taxes. Like we didn't know that.
Oh, yeah,
that's not normal.
Were you guys embarrassed that your parents were divorced?
I think it was more
kind of a good
sad than embarrassed. And I don't actually remember when it happened in the year. Like if it was over the summer, So that would be a fun. Or everyone go around and say how your summer was. It's just like my parents got divorced. So
I went to camp in the Adirondacks.
my parents.
I went to Seattle.
My parents fought.
Oh my god.
and then separated.
So I don't remember when it was or like telling other people. I just kind of remember like the life like afterwards. But I do remember the moment that they told us.
Was
they like
it dramatic? Like they set everybody
Yeah, they
down?
sat
they
all
did.
4 of us down.
Oh my
Jamie
God.
and Jamie's a twin. Jamie and our sister were probably like 4 and a half ish.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, you guys
so
were
they didn't even
young.
understand the concept of like what was happening.
Yeah.
Whereas I
They're
was
sitting there
like
this.
I was like
Well,
7 and a half, 8, and our older brother was, I guess, probably like 9, 10. And they told us like, we're gonna separate, we're getting divorced. And at Reese, our older brother and I immediately start crying, and Jamie starts crying too.
Yeah.
And our sister's eyes light up,
yeah.
and she goes, "Oh my god! So we're gonna get to have 2 houses?"
Yeah.
And I just remember we just like freaked out on her. We're like, "Shut the fuck up, Abby!" Like if we like started hitting her, we're
Does
like,
she still
"This is
say
not-"
off the wall stuff to this day?
Yeah,
Is that
she-
her personality?
Yeah.
It still is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful.
It remains the same.
We kind of all have a little bit of that, but I just remember that moment. I was like, "No!"
Well, that was so crazy. Well, I remember. Here's how I remember. Because I remember it totally differently.
Because you were 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I remember it correctly.
Yeah. Okay.
But here's my memory. They told you 2 separately.
And then brought you into the room, so
And
we're already crying.
You're already
Oh
crying.
wow!
We're
So
going,
you're
what's
walking
going
into
on?
this drama.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're walking into something that's clearly bad.
That
And-
made it worse.
It made it so much worse for us. Yeah.
That actually sounds like a better way to have gone about. I don't actually know.
And
but-
then they told us by saying we're gonna live in 2 houses now. Oh. So I remember crying because you were crying, but I also remember being like, I don't know why I'm crying because it's too like that sounds better.
yeah.
2 houses.
I was like, we're rich now. Like I thought we had like had a come
Wow,
up.
something must have happened at the
and
house.
your sister is like 2 houses.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
remember that was, she said it out loud. Jamie was like, he might have held it in,
I was
but
like,
she said it out
what's
loud, like,
going on?
we get to have 2 houses, like as if it was the best thing ever. And I was
Yes.
like, this is not it, Abby.
But
I
I
met,
remember them pitching it to us as that as
That's
adults.
crazy.
Like
Yeah.
we have 2 houses now, and we
Which is
'cause-
a wild way to pitch it
pitch
to
it.
kids.
I feel like that kind of leveled it out a bit. 2 houses.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, okay, that ain't
yeah,
bad.
lessened the blow for them.
talk about the
Yeah.
upside. Yeah, why not?
I met one of my sisters in elementary school in the hallway.
for the first time.
In the hallway? No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, do you have your dad's last name?
Yeah, I do.
All 20?
No, not all 20,
Okay.
but majority.
Okay, so did you meet someone? You're like,
She has a different last name. That's why it wasn't so obvious.
oh.
You know.
Dang.
You
And
showed
for a
picture
while
of
he
your
wasn't
dad
sure.
for-
He wasn't
for show
sure
and
if
tell?
that was his daughter or not. Or like, he wasn't sure. But I asked him on his deathbed and he said, yeah, she's mine. You know, and I got to tell her that like 20 years later. So.
Whoa. So
wait,
you
so when
didn't
you-
know when you met her that it was
No, when I met her, she told me, but we were like, okay.
Oh.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I see. I see.
You know, she
Whoa.
told me. She walked up
Wow.
to me and she was like, hey. I was like, hey. We were in the hallway.
Yeah.
I had to be in like 2nd grade at this time.
Wow.
And she was probably in 3rd or 4th.
And what did she say when
She said, oh, this is exactly how it went.
Okay.
She was like, hey, is your Auntie Maisie? I was like, yeah. Is your dad Gilly? I was like, yeah. She was like, I'm your sister.
Oh my god.
And we were in the hallway, like by the
Holy
office, and like in the hallway. I was on the bathroom break. And I was like, oh, really? What's your name?
Oh my god.
And then I just remember asking her name, and then I walked away and I went home and told my mom. And I remember my mom, like, I remember just her being in the kitchen and on the phone with a lot of people, like, let me tell you.
What
Okay, you know
happened
he
at
got another
school?
one, and she older. We thought TaTa was the first.
Oh,
We
wow.
thought TaTa was the first
Your
girl.
mom also didn't know?
No.
Oh, so you
Oh
thought you were the
my-
oldest until you were
I
8.
thought I was the second born, first girl.
Wow.
And that was
And-
me for a very long time. And then she's about a year or 2 older than me.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
And you were in 3rd grade. You're like 7, maybe 8. Oh my god.
that is insane.
That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
insane. Yeah. And
I was like, okay. Like, what do you say after that? I just went back to class
Especially
and did my
when-
times
yeah.
tables.
Yeah.
yeah. What do you
And I just sat there like,
You're not old enough to be like, so do you want to like talk about it over
Yeah,
lunch or
yeah.
something?
yeah, like we did, like
should-
the way it went, like that is such a deep thing that just happened, but
Yeah.
we're both kids because she's young too.
Yeah.
She's like 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Yeah,
Now what?
you don't have the ability to handle it in that way at all.
No, we kind of just went, okay. And I'm like wiping my hands and throwing the tissue in the you know, like on my way back to class. Like, she's on her way back. She's waving by.
Bye, sis.
Yeah. And then
Oh
I went
my-
home and told my mom.
And your
and-
mom was pissed. Your
Yeah,
mom's
my mom
on the
was
phone.
like, yeah, she's on the phone with like different people.
Wow.
You know,
That's
like, let me
crazy.
tell you.
What an insane story.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's so
Were you
real.
happy? You must have been like kind of excited, right? Or no?
At first, I was a little annoyed because I wanted to be the first girl.
Yeah.
Initially,
Makes-
I'm
yeah, as a
like,
kid,
I've been the
especially
first
at that
girl.
age.
As a kid, you're like, what the hell?
And now there's an older sister, and we kind of we lost touch for a little bit, but then we linked back up, and she's like actually one of my favorite sisters that I talk to often. She's been to shows and all that stuff, and it's
Wow.
nice to have like
Wow.
a big sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
You now you are like
Yeah.
as an 8-year-old, you're like, I don't have any of this responsibility anymore as an
Yeah,
older sister, and I got a lot of siblings that I need to.
Exactly.
That's a weight off
Need a
my
mentor.
shoulders.
Yeah, shoulders.
Yeah, but she is she's really there for us for the most part, real supportive. So
What did your
Yeah.
dad do to support 20 children?
he was into pharmaceuticals. He was into,
all
he was into street
That'll do it.
pharmaceuticals.
That'll do it. Yep, that'll do it. All right.
He was into street pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Could he support
he
all
had
the
an
kids?
entire
with this?
brand.
He had a brand?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know he reached like $1 million by the time he was 25, and that's when I was born.
Wow.
At one point.
Okay, so you were set up
We
nicely
We were
a little bit.
the
Well,
thing
did
is
he
we were
support-
set up, but
Yeah.
he didn't do the right things with the money.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
him passing, but like I probably could have been in a BMW in college or something.
Yeah, you
Had it
definitely
been,
could
you know, but it's like fast money, you can lose it fast.
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
so that's
exactly.
how that world works.
They don't
Yeah.
have
If they
they
don't
don't have
set
like
it up.
401ks.
No, this pharmaceutical companies particularly did not.
They didn't have like an IRA
have a-
match.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have like they didn't have a really exclusive or like a strong retirement plan.
You just get
You know, like-
yeah.
It was more like a day by day thing.
No
you
Schwab
know?
account?
No, maybe a few different bank accounts, but they didn't have a very healthy or like they had a lot of their banks were underground too.
No, really?
Yeah, a lot of the banks
Like literally?
backyards, you know, houses, basements.
When you say
know.
underground, you mean like a hole in the
Dig it up,
backyard?
throw that money up
Ditch
in there.
bank.
Yeah, ditch bank. Welcome to ditch bank. Ditch bank.
Would you like to make a deposit? Just throw it in the hole.
Exactly.
If you don't want to make
Yeah,
a deposit,
security was
you're going to
really
have to make
crazy.
a deposit.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, you have to make a deposit.
There's only one option here.
Exactly. But yeah, that growing up with that life, having a dad as a street pharmacist.
Yeah.
I hate saying drug dealer. But you know, it is what it is.
I actually
What's
like that
the
spin on it.
Yeah, street pharmacist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad grew up really, really poor in Jamaica. It was he lived in a 1-room shack with 8 brothers and sisters.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Wow.
so he comes from
So he
that.
came from a small family.
It's small, like 8 brothers and sisters in 1-room shack.
Small family.
Yeah, they didn't have shoes and shit. Like they tell these stories, you know how people try to tell
Yeah.
you know, parents try to tell you
Yeah.
how hard they had it back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, so like they didn't have shoes and shit, and there was all types of craziness going on. And he was really poor. So when he got to America at 18, he learned that
Did
game.
he just come on his own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Wow.
like, I think one of the first few here and helped bring everybody else over.
Did he come straight to Camden
Jersey. He came back to Jersey, Philly area. Yep.
and just started?
Doing his thing. He
Dang.
set up shop,
That's great.
learned the business, and he was really good at it.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A million by
Yeah.
25 is.
He was
so
really, really good
in
at it.
7 years, he made $1 million. That's
Yeah, I had
over
leather coats,
100.
jewelries, Jordans. I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was decked out as a
Oh,
kid.
shit.
Yeah.
It's pictures of it's literally pictures of me with real gold jewelry on. And all this
Especially
stuff.
as
my
like
crib was like $1,000. I
as
was really
the
spoiled.
second or third
Wow.
kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Because-
was living my life.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got to live very wealthy for like 3 years.
Yeah,
Right.
by the 8th one, he's like, Tata,
Yeah.
we can't get you Jordans.
We're gonna have to slow the roll a little
the
bit.
Jordans
Yeah.
were a lot.
Well, at that point, you know, he started getting caught up in and out of jail and all that, and that's when everything the empire fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The empire fell. The FCC, whoever comes in and shuts down our company. Who's in charge of anything dealing with health?
I think the FCC
Yeah,
is right.
yeah.
Oh, okay. one of those agencies came in and shut down shop.
You know what's so
Yeah,
interesting
that's
is I
wild.
was reading a book about white people who did this, like legally, like the legal people that like
Okay.
they sold opioids to people.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same thing, except they just don't nothing happens to them
Oh
when
my
they get
God.
caught.
Right, exactly.
And they're
just
doing it like
there's like
legal,
$1 billion.
like
they were
they're
like
selling it
we're
in
finding them $2 billion, and the family's worth like $40 billion, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, so it's like a $20 fine for them.
yeah.
Pretty
Like,
much.
That's all that happens.
Oh yeah, but when you're foreign and you do anything here, oh yeah, they get you out of there. My dad
yeah.
was deported multiple times.
Really?
And he came back.
Yeah, he always changed his name
Whoa, really?
or went through
And that
Canada.
was enough?
Or went to
Just-
Canada then came through.
And that was enough.
Getting wild.
yeah, he was a wild boy.
Wow,
He was a
that's wild.
I remember one time he was telling us not to call him Gilbert.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck's going on?
He's like, just don't say it. I'm not Gilbert anymore. I'm
What
not.
did he
Came
tell
back
you?
out of nowhere. It was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm not Gilbert. Last name's Headley. I'm like, wait, who
What?
the fuck is Headley?
How old were you?
I was, oh man, I probably had to be well into like 9, 10 at that point.
Wow.
You had to
Yeah.
change
So,
your
yeah,
dad's
you just-
name.
Yeah, everything. It was very fast moving life.
So he went from Gilbert to Headley, and did
Yeah,
you call
like-
him Headley from then on?
Jokingly.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was a jokester. So I was
Yeah.
like, Headley, I need something to eat.
I need.
I would like McDonald's,
Headley, I'm hungry.
Yep. I had a thing for talking in a British accent.
Did you really?
Yeah, as a kid.
Did you do that in school a lot? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like in the middle of like class and
I'll
shit?
answer a question like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they were like, the fuck? And we're in Camden, so
Huh?
kids thought I was weird. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna. Were you considered like a class clown? Did you?
Yes.
consider
Yeah, I
yourself-
bet.
I
yeah,
was, yeah.
yeah.
It was fun times.
Yeah.
I wanted most likely to succeed.
You wanted it?
I wanted most
Yeah,
likely to
but
succeed.
nah.
They wouldn't give that one
No.
to me. I don't know.
Did you just get? What did
Class
you get?
clown.
Just class clown.
Yeah.
But that's a good. That's one of the story. That's like an important one.
Yeah, as
That's a
comics,
pretty
right?
big one,
I
yeah.
feel like that's a badge of honor for,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
It's like, yeah, like I'm definitely doing what I should be doing.
Oh yeah, yeah. You were since you were
Whether
a
I make
kid.
money or not, okay, we're gonna, you know.
We can't get crazy.
You still got a little more to go before the million.
Right.
But yeah.
I could always go.
could, though.
I could always get back into pharmaceuticals, bring the family brand back.
Yeah,
That's
the
the thing.
family
That's the
business.
thing.
Yes.
What I don't know if this is appropriate. Well, we can always cut
Oh
it.
yeah. I don't care.
What was the pharmaceutical?
At that time, weed was big in the 90s.
It was weed?
Weed.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Weed was
okay,
big in
so
the
who
90s.
gives a
Crazy.
shit?
Yeah. Seriously.
Literally, who gives a shit?
My dad. I don't think my dad sold crack. I don't think he was. He did the whole crack thing.
And he was in and out of jail. This is how crazy
This was
it
before
back
weed was
then.
really like
I know.
allowed.
When
Like
they
this was weed.
thought-
You got caught with weed. It was like
I know.
you're
I
going
know.
down. Like it was like
That's
that.
crazy.
Like,
Like
that's
that's
so crazy.
It's wild that you
so-
The
could.
Jamaicans were known to have the good weed.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
So
true.
like people trusted
Yeah.
the brand because of
Yeah.
the history. You know, like everybody was
Yeah.
buying weed off the Jamaicans.
Yeah.
So that my dad, they were the Jamaican guys. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. Even
So
like
it was like you wanted that weed. That was the good shit.
They were like the Tesla of weed. Like they were the story.
And this is before
like the,
Loud, so he was making this off of Reggie.
really. He was
Like
wow.
yo, but like damn, when we smoke
$1 million a
fucking crazy.
year off of some skunk ass weed.
Reggie, yes.
That's fucking awesome.
That's wild.
Yeah, people probably think it's a wild drug. Though, yo, what did your dad? What was it? I like having people name the drugs.
Yeah.
Was it coke? What was it? What name on the drug?
What, was it
Crack?
heroin?
Heroin?
Was it meth?
Opioids? What?
And you're like, it was the bad stuff. It was weed.
The
It was
bad
weed.
stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was
When you look
marijuana.
back at it, like if
Yeah.
he was alive today, I know I don't know what he would say, but like to see where weed is now,
Oh,
you can walk
man.
into a store and buy it now. It's crazy.
I would
And it's
be
like
so
yeah,
mad if
it's
I
like
was
cheap.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But it's shitting on the guys who are still in the street with it though. That's why I like to support my local weed man every
Yeah.
now and then.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
still?
Every now and then, I love the dispensaries. You can trust it. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I get it. I like the packaging. You know.
Yeah.
This is
I like
nice.
that they pre-roll it. I can't
I
roll
like
it.
the
I
pre-rolls.
can't do any of that
Oh,
shit.
the
Yeah,
pre-rolls
pre-rolls
are
are very
excellent,
nice.
especially when you're on a vacation in Vegas or something.
That's
like what I
do.
You don't want to be
on
rolling
the
all
road.
day,
Yeah.
you know. So I like buying pre-rolls, but it's something about still, looking out for the little guy. Small business,
That's the
Your mom
small
and pop.
businesses like your mom and pop shop. Small business. Every now and then
You're
I
like,
go
I-
find my little corner
I
boy
came from
in
a
the
mom
hood.
and pop. I gotta
You know?
support them.
And I'm like, listen, let
They
me get
have a
let me
place
get
in
a
my
little
heart.
eighth. You know,
Sure, the customer service is worse.
yeah, of course. Sure, you may not know what you're actually
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, the product.
Sure,
is
it
not
might
to
be
snuff.
laced.
Sure, it might be
Yeah.
laced. Sure, there's
But you're
fentanyl, but look,
supporting.
you're supporting.
It's all about local business. It's
Yes.
hard. It's hard.
Support your local businesses.
Yes.
Truly.
Support your local
Well, the weird thing is,
pharmacist.
The weird thing is it's still better prices in New York to buy it illegally because the taxes are like 30% or something.
Yeah.
And it's still like way cheaper. Like there were like 3 pre-rolls. You're buying 3 pre-rolls. It's for $40. That's like
it sounds about.
That's like 2 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be more than like $20-$25.
But
Right.
it's the taxes. Then it's all like the services
that's what's
going
to keep the little guy in business.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yes.
You know, that's
Yes.
what's that right there, the government being greedy
Yep.
is gonna keep that train rolling.
Big business price gouging is what's going to keep the mom and pop drug dealers.
I love how we're bringing this down. Oh man.
Yeah. Wait. So when was the first time you smoked weed? Were you like really young or like really old? Or kind
Actually,
of in the middle?
I was quite the nerd growing up. I didn't
Yeah.
drink or smoke weed until I got away to college.
Really?
High school, I
Where'd
didn't
you
do
go
it.
to
So you were
college?
rebelling against the family business.
Yeah, because my family was still kind of strict. My family was still kind of strict. Because later on in life, I ended up living with my aunt. So we skipped this part, but my mom became a patient.
Right.
Of
Yeah.
not that drug, of another drug.
Of a street pharmaceutical.
Of a street pharmaceutical. Of a competing brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
She became a patient.
Okay.
You know, so now dad's in jail, mom's a patient. Now
Yep.
where are these kids gonna go? Oh, we're gonna live with the aunt on the father's side. So I still had that island upbringing. And they were very strict. You know, I was a person that would sneak out the house and stuff. So
Was it very religious, like church every Sunday?
not religious, just domesticated, like women cook and clean. I grew up like having to cook and clean and
Really?
serve the men and make their plates and shit.
Growing up?
Wow.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah.
Did you have to like
I'm
wait
still
for them
kind
to
of do that
eat?
now. Like my husband doesn't know this, but he is set. Like in the future, like because I automatically do it.
You're married?
No,
Yeah.
no, hell no. Like,
I was like, what?
no, in the future, but I'm raised to do that,
Yeah.
and that's like I'm raised like half 1930s, like serving a man, da-da-da,
Wow.
like that.
So when you were a kid, you're like 8 years old, and you're serving
bringing that
the
plate.
other. Wow.
the dudes,
Wow.
the dudes didn't wash dishes or nothing that shit. Nope.
Oh shit.
They took out the trash and did the yard work.
Oh, okay.
Laundry? Is that
the-
on you?
Laundry. Fortunately, we got to wash our own clothes because we did have, laundry downstairs. Fortunately, my aunt didn't make me wash everybody's clothes. Thank God.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that would have been hell
Yeah.
because at this point I'm living with her children and my sister and I moved in. So now I'm being raised with cousins, and there's a lot of us.
So how
Yeah,
how
how many
many
were-
in that house?
Yeah.
She had 4 children. She brought on 2, and every now and then she'll grab one of my dad's other kids for a few months or a few years.
Right.
They'll pop in.
Right,
So now
right.
we're at like 8, 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
And
we
how-
went from wearing real fancy stuff to like going to like Foreman Mills, Goodwill, and shit. Like that broke
Yeah.
everybody. That one fucked
That'll
us up.
fuck you up. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, where are the Jordans? Like
you
we
went from
were
the high
like,
life.
Where are the
yeah.
Jordans?
But that taught me how to adapt it.
Yeah,
You know?
For sure.
When-
Yeah, I learned a lot of
did-
life lessons.
Yeah, that's a really good life
That's
lesson.
12 years old.
That's when you were 12.
11 going on 12.
So you're kind of old enough to
whole life went
Yeah.
like this.
That's like
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate to happen to anyone at any time, but like that is a good age where you're like slightly old enough to be mature and like
Kinda get it.
recognize and
Yep.
make those adjustments.
I grabbed a job
too.
at 14 so I can buy my own shit.
What was your
That's
first
smart.
job?
Yeah.
McDonald's during the summer. That
Yeah.
first 236
Wait, you were
bucks.
14?
They let you work in the summer when you were 14.
What?
Yeah, you can't work during the school year though, but in the summer you could. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
thought it
you
was
had to get
16.
something called working papers.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
that.
that's
Yeah.
Oh, I
right.
remember.
Yeah.
I got that at a local high school. Yeah, I remember
That
that.
wasn't every job. It'd be like a summer camp.
Yeah. I
McDonald's
think we
was
did that
allowing
at,
a
like,
few
summer
people.
camps.
It wasn't every place.
What did
know?
you do at McDonald's when you were 14?
Oh man, they stuck me on the fries most of the time,
Okay,
which I thought was pretty crazy because I'm like, oh, grease. Then they put me on the register, but I kept talking to the customers too long. You know what I mean?
they literally pulled you. They're like, you're taking.
Yeah, you're
Well,
like
the
talking to
customers were
everybody.
like, "Do you need to go?" Or like,
I would be dancing in the back. Like I definitely goofed around at that job.
yeah, that
I
sounds
goofed
like
around
a
a
fun
lot.
one, right? Like you
Yeah.
kind of have a team and you have a good time at.
Yeah, I goofed around a whole lot. I was the dancing girl.
Yeah,
She's by the fries
You're also the
dancing.
14-year-old, I'm sure.
Right. So that
You're
was-
like everyone's little sister.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Oh, 14 is so young to like
Yeah.
work at a real establishment and interact with people.
How crazy is
I've
that?
been so fucking
someone
bad
like
at that.
comes up pissed.
Yeah.
And you're yelling at a 14-year-old. It's kind of a good tactic on McDonald's part because you can't go to a 14-year-old and be like, "Where the fuck is my burger?"
Right.
It's like a child. You start
Yeah.
crying.
They could tell
I'm
that
sorry,
you were
I'm sorry.
young. I think we had like a special pin too. If you were
Wow. I am 14. That's a risky pin to like, wear around.
pin.
Yeah.
That is oh wow, that is risky. You know, pedophiles love McDonald's.
Yeah. They're loving it. That's what,
You know,
that's where the saying
They're
comes from.
loving
They have the fucking playpen there too.
Oh man, it's like they're heaven.
Yeah.
You get off work, you just go right to the playpad.
Right, that is crazy. He works in tech. Oh man.
Wow, that's wild. So you did that and that was to buy yourself like just to give yourself a
If
little
I wanted,
extra.
I got my first little cell phone.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
really?
Yeah.
What cell phone did you get
I had
first?
a Nokia with the snake on there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, was it a
do.
slide or a flip?
I first had the regular Nokia, just the block
Oh,
phone,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
I went
yeah.
to the Samsung Flip.
Yeah, I think I had
the
that
flip.
one
The
too.
flip is what
Yeah.
that's what I had.
That's when it had like color screen, LED screen
Yes,
at
that
that
was-
point. Oh man.
Wait,
Look at
so
us
you were
now.
like 8th,
That's
9th
very
grade for your
exciting.
first cell
Yep.
phone? Yeah, so I think I was in 8th, maybe it was 9th when my mom gave me my first cell phone, and it was like total crap. Like it could call like 5 people. Like it was really bad. I think it had
so
like
bad.
it like had minutes. Like it was that long ago.
Oh, free
But
after 9.
I had it, yeah, exactly. But I had it until like for a month, and then I dropped it on a SEPTA bus.
Oh my god.
And I remember like calling it from my friend's phone to be like try to find it.
Yeah.
And this woman answered, and I was like, "Hi, you have my phone?" And she was like, "No, I don't."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "No, this is my phone number." She's like, "I'm sorry, no, this is my phone." And so she just
said
took
that?
my phone. She just started
my
using
God.
it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
great.
it was
hilarious.
easier to steal a phone back in the day too, because
Oh my
it really
God.
was yours once
Yeah.
you found it.
Yeah.
Like now you
Delete
can
all
kind
the
of
old
track
numbers.
Yeah. Like,
things a little bit. You know, you can steal phones now, but you got to go through a whole lot to wipe it
hard.
clean. And
Yeah.
like
and
I've
get
had
it to
the
be
same
yours.
Yeah.
phone number
Not that I would know.
for like
I know, like I got a family of crime. I got to clean my name
Yeah,
at this
like-
point.
yeah, TaTa's not even your real name.
It is Natasha.
I know. But you're like
It's Russian. My name is Russian, actually.
Natasha? Yeah. What? Why? Why was that?
Oh, my dad had had some business partners he was really close with,
That were Russian?
Russian and Italian.
That
That's
makes a lot of
awesome.
sense.
And it was one of
Yeah.
them is my goddad.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Really?
Really?
You
A
still,
Russian
Yeah,
guy?
he named me. Yeah.
Wow.
you still
So
close
like
with
Russian
him?
and Italian.
Sounds like a nice community that.
Yeah, they
You
were,
guys-
you know, he was into another part of the business. It was like a mobster. Like my dad was friends with the mob.
The Russian. Yeah, you got to be. You
And you're
got to
like-
make a contact.
You're talking like New York mob, like this
Yeah,
is-
New York, North Jersey,
Yeah.
that shore area.
Yeah, that's like the real deal.
That's
Yeah.
that's the what's the famous show?
He has some
That's
really
the-
important friends.
The famous show, Sopranos.
Yeah, that's the Sopranos
Yeah,
mob.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that had a lot of influence on my actual name because my dad and him named me. So
Wow.
I wish I could find my godfather, but my uncle in Jamaica told me not to.
Well, he has a different name now, probably.
I don't know what happened back then, so I'm gonna just
He
stay
told
out
you
of
not to. He literally
Yeah, no.
advised you to not find
It'd
it.
be.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
very interested in finding out who this guy is.
Yeah.
Me
that would
too,
be super
right?
fascinating.
But what if he
yeah.
wants to like to?
He's
kill
not
me?
gonna like. You're his
Yeah.
good friend's daughter. He's
I
your.
mean, who knows what the hell my dad did
godfather.
though?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he
I
said
don't know.
no.
That's why my
Yeah.
uncle said, "Yeah, no, leave it alone."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like about to go on a hunt for him. Like, where's my goddad? That's a white
like,
dude out here.
let's call this
There's a
one
white
off.
guy out here that's my godfather, and I want to
White
know
guy.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why you came on the pod. You're like, maybe he's in this.
maybe you'll run across
Yeah.
this.
If you're Natasha's godfather, please leave a comment.
Yeah.
She's looking for you.
If anyone has any information about TaTa's godfather,
Yes.
make sure to hit us up on Instagram.
Man, oh man. But yeah, life is.
That's a crazy upbringing. So you worked a job, and then where'd you go to college?
I went to Ryder in
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Had to think about that. I say this in my bit, but I always say I tell people I went to Princeton.
Yeah,
Like
it
that.
is
Princeton was up the street.
It is.
They
It's right
always
there.
laugh
Yeah,
at that,
it's
and I
right
have no
there.
idea why.
Why? Yeah, you're
Yeah,
like,
like-
I had the Princeton
That's why I
air,
keep it in my
right?
I
Yeah.
keep it in my set because I'm like, they keep laughing at it.
It's one of those jokes. You're like, I don't even think this is a joke,
Yeah.
but you do. So.
Yeah, you do. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it in there.
Yeah, that's so
But
true.
yeah, Ryder was cool. Predominantly white university.
Yeah.
I chose that on purpose too.
What, predominantly
go?
white?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was like, man, I've been around niggas enough. I need to know. I need to learn some other shit. What's going on? Where's the money at?
Where's the money at?
No, but no, I applied to HBCUs too. But this school gave me the most money for.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
And it's
Oh yeah.
in-state.
Like I was a diversity hire. Like, come on, yeah, let me in there.
That's awesome.
I get in those spaces because I benefit more. For me.
Wait, what do you
personally.
mean? Wait.
As a black person and being in certain spaces, you benefit more when you're outnumbered.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me all types of grants and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's from the hood, no parents.
Whereas
Give
an
her, her mom's on crack.
HBCU
Give
is
her
like
money.
another black person.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's how I felt over there. Like, another one. I was like, I'm gonna go over here where they kind of make me feel special a little bit. Just a little bit.
Harvard-
it has its trials and tribulations, but I survived.
Harvard looking at a black person's app is like, okay, all right, they're black. HBCU is like, ooh, an Asian person.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
Oh,
and
that's
that's really how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, having worked in college admissions, that is a little bit
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're like, oh, they're black.
Yeah. It'll be
they're
like, well,
Asian.
but wait, there's more. They're black. Okay.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that part of it?
Yes, that is like that's a pretty important part
that is.
of the
It's
process.
pretty important.
They really
Yes.
try, like, I don't know, try to diversify the space as much as possible, but with qualified candidates or whatever. And now I sound like I work there too. Like I sound like the person.
that's actually-
we're trying to
yeah.
diversify.
Well, Chris
As
Rock
much
has
as
the best
possible.
bit about that. He's like, I don't believe I should get into a college over a white person that I'm less qualified than. I don't believe if I get lower grades or a worse score on a test that I should get in before a white person. But if it's a tie, fuck them.
Yeah.
Right, come
yeah.
on
Such a
now,
good
that's funny
joke.
as shit.
If it's
Such a
tie,
good
yeah.
joke.
Yeah, that's funny. But I know a white person that went to HBCUs. Like,
Really?
they went to an HBCU. Like,
Oh,
I know white kids that go to HBCUs. Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, and they're sprinkled in. They're
That's
sprinkled
kind of
in.
crazy. So
They're
what?
sprinkled in.
You knew a white
That's
person
wild.
that did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what their experience there was
Yeah.
like?
What was that like?
Oh, she loved it.
Yeah?
She absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, she was one of those people that grew up around black people. So it
Yeah.
was just like,
Oh, okay, that makes way more sense.
But, you
it
know-
would be weird if our sister, like if Abby had gone.
She's like, I really want to go to Howard. It's been my dream school since I was a little girl.
I just feel
Oh,
like a
man.
Howard girl.
Yeah.
that's so funny. But yeah,
That
she
makes-
went. She
that
grew
makes
up
a ton
around
of
it, like in a very mixed area. So,
Okay.
Did she
makes
was
sense
she
for
a
her.
Yeah.
friend of yours from like high school? Like, is that how you knew her?
no, not from high school. Through
No?
somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a super close relationship, but I found it just as fascinating as you did when
Yeah,
she told me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I barely know this girl, but I know we
Yeah.
had this conversation
Yeah.
about her HBCU experience. I'm like, what?
You're like,
Really?
where do you go to school? She's like, Jackson State. You're like, are you sure? You do? Really?
You mean
Yeah, I think
Mississippi State?
she went to like Morgan or something. Morgan State.
Really?
Yeah.
Oregon State, you said?
Morgan.
Oh, Morgan. Yeah.
She was in Baltimore. I was like, oh wow. How was that?
Yeah.
Did she enjoy it?
And then she told me there are others there.
Other white people?
Yep.
Not many.
They're like
though, right?
sprinkled.
Yeah,
sprinkled
yeah.
in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
be, they start swagging, surfing, and all that stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They're like in the community.
I
One
watched.
thing about black people, we're quite welcoming.
Yeah.
Dude.
Once you show us that you got a little rhythm or some shit, or you know a song,
I kind of wish I went to
black
an
people be like,
HBCU.
oh, come here.
I watched
it's sad,
this
but it's
one
the truth.
documentary about this white guy who went to it wasn't Howard, but it was the second. It was like the one, like the second most famous HBCU. I forget.
Oh, damn. I would know
It's-
this, but I went to a PWI.
Yeah.
So sorry. Don't know
Gonna-
this.
yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to believe this. So did I.
No.
Yeah.
But for the sake of this explanation, it can be Howard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was an HBCU that was like very, very academically minded, like very reputable and like super, super high ranking.
Mm-hmm.
And he got in and it was like did interviews with him. He's like, I just really respect like the Howard man, the model of like a Howard person of leadership and like leading in your community. And then I did interviews with his roommates and they were like, yeah, I don't really want him here.
Oh,
They were like,
shit.
I feel like he took the spot of like a black kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was that a documentary?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
saw-
It was like by
okay.
Vice. They didn't say that. They didn't say
Oh, I
that
used to love
verbatim,
Vice.
but they were like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of strange that he's.
They were like, he's
here.
nice, but it's
Yeah.
odd.
Because
Yeah.
I think at some point though they'll look at the white person's income too. Like say they come from a low income family.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be like, oh man, now you're not gonna let them in because they're white.
Yeah.
They
If
broke too. They're poor too, or they got good grades.
they're able to pay full tuition. That's nice. That is, that's also a part of the game.
Yeah.
in college
Yeah.
admissions.
Now the world,
Yeah.
honestly, we're in the world now where it's classism more than anything and tax bracket differences.
Oh,
at this
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
You know, we're there now. Because I've been running into a lot of broke white men. And I'm like, how the hell did this happen?
Yeah. That's because you're hanging around too many comedians.
I'm right, yo.
Yeah,
Just when I thought I was
exactly.
about to get my first white boy, he told me he ain't got no money. I was like,
Oh,
fuck. God
damn
damn
it.
it.
Have you never been with a white man?
Once in college.
Once in college?
Big Dick Nick.
Big Dick Nick?
That was his name?
Was that his name? Like, did you
No, that's
know
just
that
what I
going
called
in? Okay.
No, I called him
Okay,
that.
I gotcha.
His name was Nick, but
Yeah.
I called him that. It was just a sexual experience. We didn't date.
That'd be hilarious. His name was Jared. You're like, you're Big Dick Nick from now on.
He was hot too. He was like a surfer dude.
Yeah.
How we hooked up was so it was really short, simple. He said, me and Nick were always flirting a little bit.
You have
and
class
doing
with
the
him,
eye
or-
thing.
He was your friend in your friend group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like not in my friend group, we were just like we were the intern freshmen. We were part of a group like pre-freshman summer, like a
Yeah.
Oh,
orientation
yeah.
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So we met around that time, and he was really he was hot. He was, as the girls say, hot. Big Dick Nick had some abs. He looked like one of them surfer dudes. He was like, Nick looked good. So I was just like, we would just be flirting a little bit or looking at each other, but we wouldn't say anything. Then one day we were alone. He said, "I never been with a black girl." I said, "I never been with a white guy."
Really?
Yeah, and then we just started hooking up.
That was the impetus of it?
Wow.
Wow. Just let's try something new.
Yeah, and we was just laughing afterwards, like, "Oh shit, that was crazy."
Did you hook up after that a second time?
Nah.
No, it was just one time with Big
He
Dick.
had a girlfriend, but I couldn't risk them.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I didn't give a
to
fuck.
say now in the
I
story.
ain't give a fuck around that time.
That's
though. I
such
ain't
a
gonna
funny
hold
thing
you.
to bring up at this point of the story.
Which also implies
I could pass up the opportunity to fuck my first hot white guy.
no,
not on you, but it's funny
You
that
know?
he brought it up to you. He's in a relationship and he's just like, I've never been with a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yeah, aren't you in a relationship? He's like, shh. Don't say anything. Let's focus on new experiences.
I've never
And
been
his
with a
girlfriend was a
black woman
complete-
because I have a girlfriend.
His
and
girl,
she's
she was
white.
a complete opposite
been going
of
out
me.
for 10
she was
years.
a skinny blonde chick, like
His girlfriend?
Complete opposite.
How long did they last after you hooked up with him?
I don't know. I didn't keep up.
Okay.
I just
They
looked
might
at it.
still
I
be
had a
together.
little brownie in my jar.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that
All
was
right.
nice.
We'll bleep out Big
I
Dick
couldn't-
Nick.
Yeah. I was shocked his dick was big. Sorry, no offense.
No, that's okay.
I was like, wow, my first white dick is
I like
big.
that you said that as if you know Jamie. No offense, Jamie.
I've heard things about your dick.
Dick
I'm sorry.
specifically. Yeah. Not white guys, just Jamie.
Yeah, you didn't apologize
No,
to me.
that
You
was-
looked to Tyler. You looked directly at me and you said, and you pointed and you said, "I'm sorry."
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry to both of you. But
Tyler, I know
you
that.
guys heard the rumors. You guys heard the rumors. But yeah,
yeah.
no, that knocked the rumor right off. I was like, what? I can't believe you packing.
Yeah. You're
This
like,
is
wow.
crazy.
It's
He
been-
set the tone. I was like, oh, white boys got some shit.
Hell yeah,
but
Nick.
now you have high
Yeah, look like
expectations
like I just
for the next white guy. You're gonna see an average
right
white
because
guy
that
and just be
definitely
like,
was like 10 years
"Fuck
ago.
is wrong with you?" Yeah.
I've been the next white guy. I've been with a white guy before. Oh, perfect. So you know what to expect. You see his dick.
Oh, man.
wait. Well, not.
Oh man, not wait.
That is not what I'm
Shoot.
used to. Big Dick Nick would not approve.
Yes, I hope he's fine out there.
I hope he's doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dick's probably still big somewhere.
Possibly,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's right.
He's
Yeah.
probably listening to this and uncomfortably adjusting his pants.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wow. Big
wow,
Dick
what a
Nick.
Is his real name Nick?
Yeah, I don't know if I should change it in the future, but it just works so well.
No,
it works.
No, you gotta keep it.
Yeah,
yeah,
it works.
Big Dick Nick. I don't give a fuck if he finds me later. Whatever, I'll be rich.
Yeah. He'll,
Like, listen, girl, you like
he'll
the-
come crawling back.
Yeah.
You know Big Dick
He
Nick.
certainly will.
Yeah.
He'll come
I'm pretty
crawling
sure he's
back
not
as
with
his
that girl
dick
from
drags on
college.
the
Yeah.
floor.
I highly doubt he's with the same girl from college.
No, definitely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That'd be
From
weird.
college orientation.
And
yeah,
he
there's
was
no way.
he was like he was really hot.
Yeah, and just based on his behavior.
Right. We're saying
He
everything
didn't
but
fuck
what
you.
really would cause a breakup. Because I'm pretty sure I wasn't the last.
It was college just because they were young. It's hard for things to last. He was a cheater. That might have something to do with it. but-
right.
No, that's
Are
good
you guys
for you. though.
faithful in relationships?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
That's
never
good.
cheated.
Have you ever?
Have I ever cheated?
Yeah,
Yes, I have.
you have.
Yeah.
Always or just
No.
yeah.
No. I'm mainly faithful. I cheated once.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had one which was like similar. It was a one-time thing, and we like hadn't exactly qualified what we were.
Here comes the truth. I knew it was out there. I just
Yeah.
had to set the tone.
You just wanted to set me up. You're like, all right, tell the story. And basically, we hadn't like.
You're Nick from Her
estab-
Story. It was before college. It was a black. Wait, Natasha? Natasha from Ryder?
10 years ago. Wait.
Oh my
It's you.
gosh.
Oh my God! It's been so long.
The bangs.
Anyway.
I didn't recognize you with the bangs.
Right.
Natasha.
He uses the same pickup line. Anyway, so I've never been with a black woman. Oh wait, it's you.
Fuck.
Shit. Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
you
crazy
knew.
because would that whole scenario work in today's time? I still would use it.
I think
I don't
it
know
could
if
work
it-
with some people.
It could work
Yeah.
with some people.
What do you mean saying that? Like, would they get
And
offended?
I've never been with a black woman.
Certainly,
I've
some
never
Gen
been-
Z women would not.
Yeah,
take
that's true.
kindly to that being mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't mind personally.
They're just like, I don't identify as white, actually.
You know, I feel like so I'm the exotic bitch in your life. I like it.
You liked it. Yeah.
I feel like I get to like show stuff and teach stuff and
I think it's fine if you're into it, but I would never bring that up unprompted.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? To say
was
that
his
as the pickup line?
That was his
Not as the
opening
opening.
line.
No, not the first thing he said
the
to
first
you.
thing.
That'd be
Well,
great.
not
right because me and Nick
ever.
has
Nick, I've never been with a black woman.
woman. Wait, we gotta really shake hands.
And then you just immediately, I've never been with a. It's like
And then
a
you just hook up
rom-com
with it.
meeting.
Yeah.
Yo, that is so funny. Somebody needs to write that. That is hilarious. But no, I wouldn't want it in that way. Just like we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, exactly.
gonna
You're
ask.
gonna be curious.
I'm gonna be curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always ask white boys that. They be like, huh? Holding their beer.
Wait, you should guess for me. We recently did this with my friends in
man.
New York. They're all black. They're all comics, and
Yeah.
they guessed
They
if I've
guessed.
ever been with a black woman.
Man.
You can go down the line too.
Oh my God. You're giving yes, you've hooked up with one.
Oh, really?
At
I
least one.
appreciate
But
that.
not like black. No. This is a black girl who grew up in the suburbs. Like, not from Camden. Okay, Jamie, you ain't not from the hood, not from North Philly. No,
Wait, does that
she
count?
was from Glenside. Okay, like possibly mixed race. She ain't all the way black.
And she was in your biology class at private school.
Yes, you give those vibes. Like you might have hooked up with like a half black girl,
That's really
a
funny.
biracial black girl.
But not a fully black
Nah,
girl.
not from the trenches. No, not from the trenches. What? She'll be talking to you crazy. I'm about to eat that dick up, Jamie.
Jamie reaches over.
Jamie would know what the fuck to do. He'd be like, "Oh my gosh, she told me she's gonna eat my dick." I don't know.
Don't eat my penis, please.
Yeah, I prefer you just suck it.
Black girls
actually.
say that. That's like one of our little sayings right now. Eat dick.
Eat
It
that
really
dick.
means to suck.
Yeah. No, I got
Oh,
that.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, thank you, TaTa. Thank you for informing us.
Oh, just making sure. Just making sure.
I hook up with a black girl. I'm like, and here is your fork and knife.
Like
I've
to
heard.
Eat my dick. I've heard. You guys like to eat
Yeah.
dick.
Here's a plate and a napkin. And go to
It's gonna
town.
get messy.
Go to town on my dick.
So wait, are you going to reveal whether you have or not?
I haven't. I've only been with 5 women in my entire life.
Oh wow, you're so pure.
Yeah, I'm very pure. Very monogamous. Only been with 5 women, no black women. It's funny, you
Asian?
actually thought, yeah, Asian.
Okay.
You thought that I had, but all of my friends were like, Jamie's never been with a black woman. They kept
No,
roasting
definitely
me.
wasn't
They were
full.
like, no.
No.
My friend's black and his girlfriend's black, and
Yeah.
she's not a comic. But he was like, "You think Jamie's ever been with a black woman?" She just entered the conversation. She walked up, and,
She
he's like,
walked
and she
in.
was like, "No." Like it couldn't have been quicker. She's like, "No, let's move on."
That's so funny. Yeah, no, you
Conversation's over.
definitely wasn't heavy black vibes. It was
Yeah.
like half and half, maybe. Like that, like in suburban black
It
girl.
sounds like that's
Biracial, suburban. Dad's black or her mom's black, but when somebody's white up in there, you know what I mean. That's the vibe you did give, but only one time
Vibe your dick.
and for a few minutes.
Well, that's what
That's
my
the vibe
friend
you
said.
give.
She was like, well, my friend and his girlfriend, they were like, you just don't have a good enough dick to fuck a black woman.
Oh my God.
They were like, you shouldn't, because they will be mean.
Oh yeah.
They'll roast you.
I'm getting roasted on the internet right now for talking about dick sizes.
For talking about the
Yeah,
sizes?
I was on a podcast and it went viral about me explaining the sizes. So.
Wait, what?
And
What are they
like,
roasting
some
you
dudes
about?
got mad. in
Oh
the
yeah, I
comment.
mean, because I'm plus size. They don't, So,
Okay, but like, what did you
I mean-
say that?
Oh, I said, here. This is what
Did
I said.
you just say big dick is better and people got upset about
No.
that?
I broke down the not the anatomy. Well, they broke down the anatomy of dick, but I said 5 to 8 inches, 5 to 7 or 8 inches is like boyfriend dick. Mediums.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like boyfriend husband dick.
Yeah.
And I said nobody wants to fuck a 9-inch or above
All
every
the time.
day. That's
Every
too much.
day,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then the host was like, "Well, what about under 5?" I said, "Oh, that's how I pay for pussy." Oh, they tore me up. You fat ass fucking bitch, large Marge.
Jesus.
They were going in. It was funny though.
I also feel
got
like
thousands
most
of followers
people would
in
give
like
that.
2 days.
Yeah, I feel like most
So,
people
it
would
worked
give that
out,
answer.
you know?
That's like you're not the only woman that thinks that. That's probably like
because the
pretty
post
universal.
itself, it reached like 1 million.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it has like almost like I guess probably close to 20,000 likes and
Oh.
only 1,000 mean comments. So look at the numbers.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 little
Yeah.
dicks mad. You know what I mean? So I didn't take that. I was looking
Right.
at it.
The only
By the
person
way,
that would
it's-
get upset about that is someone with a
No
small
one
penis.
with
Yes.
an 8-inch penis is like, hey.
Hey, I'm only. Yeah. What
Some
about
of
the
my
small
best
dick
friends
guys?
have
Yeah.
small cocks, and
Yeah.
you're being very mean to
Yeah.
them.
No, that's
They
just
accused me of body
literally-
shaming.
Yeah.
They
And
said I
that-
was
yeah.
body shaming, so they tried to body shame me, which was hilarious because I'm like, I make fun of myself on stage. I'm a comic. Like, come on now. I said,
Yeah.
hit me harder. What else
Yeah,
you got?
I know. Yeah.
It was funny. It was funny though.
What else you got? With
It's
that
funny when
tiny
people
little
try to
penis of
roast
yours?
comedians. You're
Yeah,
like,
but like when we
Yeah.
What do
literally
you-
we roast ourselves.
yeah, what do you?
Right.
That's what your act is. Like anyone's act, you're just making fun of yourself. So
Exactly.
how do you think? Really, you think you wrote a better soft dick joke than I have? I've had 4 years
Yeah.
to come up with
Yeah.
one.
It was fun though. It was so much fun. But now I'm working on a cartoon. Well, I have a artist. I hired him. It should release this week. It's a comic strip of like an army of little dicks chasing a big black woman.
My God, they're just like running after you.
Yeah, I've had him draw
You're
like
just
a big
flicking
black
them.
woman running, and then it's like a swarm of little dicks chasing, and then I need like comedians to do like voices for the dicks. And then I'm gonna make their voices like you know what I mean? Like,
Oh my God.
body shaming us. You know what I
Little
mean?
little dick army
And at the end, I'm like
protesting
hugging
outside
the
a
dicks.
TaTa show. Yeah.
I'm hugging the dicks. I'm like, listen, you gotta learn to laugh at what people want you to feel bad about.
Oh my God.
You know? Yes, I have an artist. I got the
It's a good-
sketches already. He's
That's
almost done.
awesome.
That's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
you gotta be clever, man. The internet is cool.
I was gonna say, yeah.
You gotta be clever. I was like, oh yeah, y'all not about to. I'm not about to scare me. Have me crying on the internet, and I'm like motherfucking Lizzo. I am not about. He's like, oh yeah, draw little dicks and have them chase me.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna know what to do with me.
No,
Like,
They're
you're
not gonna
winning
know
this
what to do with me.
You
confrontation.
easily won that. Well, that is
Yeah.
the thing. As soon as you're even a little bit clever or like actually funny, they lose because these people are literally just like, you
Yeah, yeah.
fat bitch. And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have any like jokes.
They don't know me.
No,
and then you'll go
right.
to like
It's
not
the,
like-
Right.
I'll go to their page and it's someone who doesn't post or
Yeah.
someone in Russia.
It's not like a it's not a well constructed roast that's actually
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
Only person
it's just
that
like
made
you're
me laugh.
fucking an idiot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, okay.
Only one
Good
person though made me laugh.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that was
okay.
one
What
guy.
was it?
Oh,
Yeah.
he hit it real haiku, real short. You know, he was just like, "Shut it, Tubbs." I thought that was hilarious. It was simple. I thought Tubbs. Oh, that was funny to me.
It's funny because you can come back to every single one of these guys and just be like, "You have a tiny penis," and that is going to hurt them so
Yeah. So
much
deep down
more
to the
than-
core.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
doing that a little bit, then I stopped because someone was like, "What if someone kills themselves?" I was like, you guys take the fun out of everything."
Yeah.
Why did someone say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they started talking about
took
suicide.
It far.
That's
They
when I
took
stopped
it
reading.
far.
I stopped
Oh,
reading after
man.
that point.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, "Oh man, y'all talking about suicide? Don't kill yourself on
By
a
the
little
way,
dick."
it's kind of fun sometimes to have like that kind of back and forth. Like I'm not,
yeah.
I'm not for body shaming, but it's sometimes it's fun to be. You've got a little
don't
dick.
mind
Oh, your
it.
tits are weird.
Yeah,
That's fun.
What's
I
the
think
weirdest?
just make it funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. You can say whatever you want. I just make it funny. Like if you
Yeah.
have saggy tits, like bitch, I can tie your tits in a bow.
Yeah.
Like that's
right.
a real
Like, at
Christmas
least
gift.
be
Just make it
clever
funny.
with
Someone
it.
did a joke the other day about having saggy tits, and they were like, Sharia Mattis in New York, she's a great comic. She was like, I don't even have to remember a mask because if I forget my mask, I just
Wrap my tits around.
around my head.
Oh man.
Beautiful. You see how
Yeah. So
we made
funny.
saggy tits beautiful?
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
exactly.
To me, that's why we are here. That's
Oh.
our job.
100%.
You know, we have to turn those negative things and like laugh at them and make them positive and flip
Which
them.
is already what we're doing. So like
Yeah.
them trying to hurt us, like we could just turn this into a joke, turn it into a fucking comic. What's the
Yes.
weirdest like comment that you've like read or engaged with on like one of your videos?
What do you mean?
Like someone
get any
trying to be
negative comments?
mean or like
Yeah.
anything like that,
Yeah, they'll be mean.
or just strange.
A lot of times people will be feel like you're. Sometimes because I post dick jokes about I couldn't get hard for a long time. I struggled to get hard, and people will be like, "Freaking soft,"
And you're like, yeah, I just
soft.
said
I'm like,
that.
yeah, that was the joke.
yeah, like,
Thank you for listening.
You got me. Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will comment. This is the biggest one I've got. Is I do a joke about like when white guys meet a black guy for the first time, they act like they're auditioning to become black.
Yeah.
That
Like
is
it's a
funny.
guy who talks like me, and he's like, salutations.
yeah. Oh, that is so funny.
And people like white people commented, they're like, fucking race traitor. Like they're pissed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're-
Jesus.
They're
Yeah.
pissed.
That's
I'm like,
fucking
oh my
hilarious.
God.
I would have cracked the hell up.
I'm like it's.
I
just
would have
a-
started laughing.
Yeah.
Probably the weirdest comment I got on a video. It was about like, I forget what the bit even was itself, but I asked the audience, "Are there any Christians in here?" And it was dead silent, and everyone like burst out laughing. And someone commented on it like, you know, Jesus loves you, like going down like the super religious
Oh,
route.
I got a crazy
of, like,
question for y'all.
Wow.
And then I commented back like a joke.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like, how do you know he loves me? And they're like, Jesus loves all. And then I just like flipped it on them. I was like, thank you so much for saying this to me. Like, I can't wait to go to church on Sunday. And then they were like, see, everyone can be saved.
He's
like, yeah, they thought they'd won. They were like,
I was gonna
got you,
say
yeah.
because that every time they comment that on a video, they're hoping for that response you gave.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
Hoping
like
the person's
two.
like, oh, I converted.
Oh,
Thanks for
trolling is
commenting.
real. Like
Yeah.
somebody had professional troll in their on one of the comments. I went to their page and it said professional troll.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
There's some people who really just
They
sit
just
there and
like
do that shit.
Yeah.
But it only adds more. My page was going bananas.
It helps.
Yeah.
That's the funny
it was
thing.
Just I was just watching the follow count go up, the engagement go up. I'm like, no, keep it going, large March.
I
I'm
know.
like, keep it going. I told
It's
him,
just a
keep
bunch of
going.
guys with big
The guy,
dicks following
Justin,
you now.
Yeah. The guy, the podcast host, he's like, you know, I think he wanted me to. He asked me like, do you want me to like turn off the comments? I was like, no. Let him rock out.
Yeah.
It goes way more viral. That's the funny thing. Some
Let
people
people
will
rock out.
comment like, "This sucks," and I'm like, "You just helped it go to see more people." And by the way, when you comment on anything on Instagram or TikTok, it makes it more likely
That they're
that
gonna
my
see-
content
yeah.
shows up on your page again. These people are literally the dumbest people in the world.
Yep. So when I was doing a
Oh,
podcast, there
God.
was
That's
a
so
white
funny.
girl next to me. Shout out to Mara. She's really cool. She's one of the hosts as well. And someone said, I'm tired of seeing this fucking bitch and this white girl on my Instagram.
Oh, so that literally had been
Yeah.
happening to them.
Yeah,
oh
he
my
said.
God.
He said, I'm tired of seeing this girl and this white chick pop up on my Instagram.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
I was like, these two
And then he
again.
countered that,
People
and then
kept
just-
saying it, and if
just
somebody
keeps
was like, "You're
happening.
not helping by doing this,"
Stuck in
I'm
a
like,
loop.
People
it
are
was crazy.
so
Stuck in a
stupid.
loop.
They're
It was funny. It was so.
dumb.
I responded to him with a lot of laughing emojis. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, man, dude,
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah.
pop up again now.
That's good. That's
Exactly.
good.
You guarantee.
Oh, I have
it.
a crazy question for you guys.
What?
Okay, both comics. Let's say you post something or you post a bit that gets a particular group of people angry.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have angry with you, white people or black people?
White people.
Yeah,
now.
definitely white
You
people.
can take white people anger a lot.
Yeah.
White people anger is like, it's so like lame and like fake a lot of the times. Like I feel like Jamie, you'll get a lot of comments
Yeah.
about like race jokes, and it's
Yeah.
mostly white people that are angry at you.
Yeah, they're like, actually, because I have a different joke about like when a white guy starts telling a race joke nowadays, it sort of feels like the moment when you're on an airplane and you see someone holding a baby and you have an empty seat next to you. You're like, "Ugh, I hope this doesn't go where I think it's gonna go. and then they sit down next to you and the baby turns to you and is like, so black people. You're like, I knew it. I knew it was going here. And a ton of white people commented on it. They were like, actually, white people can tell a bunch of race jokes. Just look at, and then they named like people that like do like racist jokes.
Oh,
Like hacky racist jokes.
yeah,
Oh,
like hacky
God.
racist
okay.
jokes. And
I like the creative ones.
I'm not even saying you can't tell a race joke. I'm just saying that's how
This
it
is the
feels
experience in
when
the room.
someone is about to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
Which
interesting.
I'm
and-
assuming you tell that as a setup to a race joke.
Yeah. I do that when I
Yeah.
go into a race joke because they're a little tense, and that helps relieve the tension of addressing like, oh, and I know it's a little weird for you to hear a white guy tell a race joke, but I'm about to do it, and
That's the only thing I'm glad I don't have to go through.
What?
I could tell all the race jokes in the world as a black
Yeah.
woman.
yes.
Oh, I get away with it so much. I
someone's-
do. You know I do, Tyler.
Yeah,
I be
no, for sure.
I say a lot of shit
Yeah.
up there.
And people are always just like, yes,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm taking full advantage.
Yeah. Chris Rock said
Oh,
it. He's
man, I'm
like, in
celebrating my
exchange for
privilege.
everything we've suffered, the deal is we get to say whatever we want to whoever we want whenever we want.
Yeah.
Until
That's
we are
so
super superior financially, I think that's what
Yeah.
they're gonna
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what's gonna happen,
I
guys.
agree.
I'm so sorry.
I
The
agree.
moment we're up there, that's when you guys are like, ooh yeah.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
y'all can come in. And I don't know when that's gonna happen. Maybe through my grandchildren or something if I ever have any. But yeah. That's
Hopefully. I
I
mean,
don't know,
we
guys.
hope it gets there at some point.
yeah, oh, look, you guys want to bust out.
Yeah.
You know what I tell my white friends? Your secret's safe with me. Tell me the joke.
Yeah.
Tell me the joke. What happened? Like that, or I'll try to help them reword it a bit. I don't mind my white friends asking me, "Hey, how does this sound?" You know, like would this piss? I'll be like, "Nah, that's definitely gonna piss them up. Some people won't, like, don't do that one, but say this instead."
Right. But
I don't mind that.
especially if it's a race joke it's like, who is it pissing off?
Right.
If it's pissing off the subject of a
I
joke.
still piss people off though
It's-
with
yeah.
my jokes, just not a vast majority.
Yeah.
Like my Asian jokes they're doing okay, but I gotta
people
be
get
careful.
offended?
Yeah.
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 So we're both in the same boat with the Asians.
Right. Yeah. We just throw up our hands.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
You know? Yeah. But I say let's even it out. Just make fun of everybody.
Yeah, as it should
Everyone.
Yeah, I just think there's a way to make fun of people that
Right, you
is
don't insult
appropriate.
them. Right, yeah.
Don't insult them. It's very funny because I've never found it to be like hard to. I honestly find it a little easier. I get what you're saying. Like you can say anything and do any race joke. I found it easier as a white guy to tell race jokes because people get very tense. And then
Okay.
all I have to do with the punchline
Break,
is relieve
yeah.
the tension.
Yeah.
Just not be racist. That's all you have to
Yeah,
do.
right,
Essentially.
right.
Oh my God. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Thank the Lord. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You know?
That's so funny.
I thought this is gonna be bad.
I found it to be easy in that way where I'm
Are
just
you guys
like.
a fan of Bill Burr?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
That's
Bill-
one of my
I love
favorites.
Bill
Yeah,
Burr.
fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
I
he's
love
so
his fat
good.
jokes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He calls them the fatties. It's amazing. You ever heard his shit is
Yeah.
gold. I'm telling you, when you can say whatever you want, no matter what color you are, as long as you set that shit up right.
Yes,
Right, right.
exactly.
You gotta
I-
set that shit up right. Cause I know I get away with saying a lot more. Tyler has watched me perform a ton of times. But I still have to think a little bit, like just a little bit. Like I know I can get away with saying more race jokes, but I still don't want to overdo
Yep.
it or over. So I do the critique sandwich.
Because when the joke,
Yeah, you say a thing you like.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah, like I'll you know, like say I'm making fun of white women, but I also admire that I love how they kill so creatively. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I love it. Like damn, I believed you too when I watched you do the crime. Wow, amazing.
oh, that's
You know what I
fucking
mean? Like
good.
I say it in that way, in that tone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we all know, you know, we watch some shows or we see some shit, you
Yeah.
know, but I don't want to just be like, white bitches be killing. No.
It's
Right.
such a funny way to frame that.
You
Yeah.
know, when I'm like, you guys are creative with it. I love it. You know, you got to juice it, add a little seasoning to it.
I just think there's a way. Yeah, exactly. That's a good example. There's a way to do race jokes that's not like offensive.
Right. All the white girls
I
laugh when I
believe
say
that.
that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, and they all laugh when I say that.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy too at the same time. It's like, oh my God, they really do this shit.
yeah. They're like, she gets it. She gets
Yeah,
it.
they're
Like, it's so
recognizing
creative.
it.
Oh my God, that's so me.
Right? Yep. So yeah, just
good.
set it up right.
It's just exactly any joke. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you can't be like shitting on the people in a way that doesn't feel like it's coming from a place of like affection.
Right.
Because that
Don't
one is like you're
disrespect
like
people.
admiring them.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
that's
feels
true. Yeah.
it feels like it's coming from a positive place versus if you were like fucking white women.
Right.
They kill
yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
in such horrible
Yeah.
way. Like then it's
Yeah.
not comedy.
That's just
it's
mean.
yeah, exactly.
know?
Yeah.
But you frame it in a way that it makes you
Yeah.
it honestly brings people together in that way. It's
We got a spit take in there.
He said,
true though. Yeah.
Not the white women kill joke. It brings people together in a way. Like the way, we look at it at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
True.
funny.
Thank you. So
Yeah, you're hilarious. Thank you for
Yeah.
doing this. This
Yeah.
is a really good episode.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Jamie and I
Just-
actually have to run to the grocery store.
Yeah, we got to get some food
for our mom.
We
Yeah,
gotta get
she's,
some
she's
peanuts, I
cooking.
think.
She's cooking a meal.
Yeah.
Oh, your mom's cooking
oh,
for you
that
guys?
was
Oh, you're home
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
for the
She's
holidays.
roasting peanuts for us
Yeah.
for the holidays.
Yeah. I thought it was
Oh, wow.
chestnuts. Is it peanuts?
Peanuts. Yeah.
Okay, we just
Chestnuts?
want
It's
peanuts.
a
yeah.
less. It's weird.
It's cheaper, I think is
yeah,
what it
peanuts
is.
are cheaper.
Yeah.
That
they're
is
cheaper.
so. I've
But-
never roasted nuts.
But
Yeah, they're really
Well,
good. You should try it.
we're gonna go grab them. If you want to like do some plugs or something,
Oh,
we're
cool,
gonna
cool.
head
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
But,
we gotta head out.
We gotta
Just-
go.
just plug
but
your shit.
Feel free to like plug your stuff.
Oh wow, you guys are leaving me in here? All right, they're about to go roast nuts. Okay, this is the part where I tell you I'm TaTa Sherise and follow us for our OnlyFans for what we're really about to do. It's like, nah, I'm just joking. Thanks for therapy, guys.